I'm by no means the wisest individual on the planet, but I have just turned 25, and it's 7 years since I was a young whippersnapper, just getting out there, getting it done at 18 years old. And in the past 7 years, I've been around the block. I've done a couple things, and I've learned a couple things. So my brother is 19 years old. This video is really directed towards him. He's just turned 19. He's travelled to Australia. And these are a few things I would say I've learned. 18 things I've learned since I was 18 that every 18-year-old should know. So let's fucking get into it. Number one, probably hard for my brother to understand, because in his eyes, maybe I do look like I focus on women. But I want you all to know that women have never been my priority in my life. They're never my number one focus. I love women, and I get great joy out of being around beautiful and amazing women. I always have, and I hope I always will. But for me, I've always taken care of my money first. I've always taken care of my body first. I've never ditched my boys for a girl. And really, since the only relationship I got hung up on really was when 16 to 18, my first love. Since that, I've been pretty cool. I haven't had too much crazy stuff happen with the ladies. So, number one, don't make women a priority at 18 years old. And that leads me on to number two. Don't get married. For fuck's sake, please don't get married at 18 years old, or even into your 20s. And the reason why is because as a man, you develop your value at a much slower rate than women. Women are very valuable when they're younger, when they're more beautiful. That's just the way the world is. That's what men want. And men become more attractive and more valuable and are able to get better wives and better women after they have some experience, some money in the bank, a business made, some life experience under their belt. So do your absolute best not to get married early, not to get married young. You have plenty of time for that. Go out and play the field. Go out and do your thing. Figure out what you actually want in a woman. Learn some relationship dynamics. Don't get yourself tied down. University doesn't guarantee money and is a monumental waste of time, in my opinion. I dropped out of university in my first year. I've surpassed the success of anyone I went to university with and who actually studied for that period, because I find the university mindset breathes into you. It takes the hustler out of you. It's all regimented, looked after, old curriculum bullshit that you have to sit there and learn on a very slow time frame. Whereas if you actually gave someone the course and did it as an intensive, you could probably learn a 4-year course in fucking 6 months if you actually were able to use your brain properly. But it's basically a fucking party for 4 years. The last thing you want to be doing as a young man at 18 is partying for 4 years, when you could set your life up, getting mentors, getting experience in sales, making money, saving money, hustling. University takes that all away from you. So I was happy to go there for my 1 year. If you're going to go for 1 year, then drop out. I actually got a lot of benefits from that. Just getting out of the house gave me a nice bridge from leaving home. And then I dropped out and I started hustling, making money, because fuck being poor for 4 years. That's just bullshit. Another one that I didn't believe at 18, I didn't think you could make money online. And now I know more people that make money online than I know have traditional jobs. And I think this is the way the world's going. Do anything you can to get yourself a valuable skill, market yourself online, build a personal brand, find a way to make online income and free yourself so that you don't have to be stuck to one location and you don't have to live that average and kind of boring life. So it's absolutely possible at 18 to make money online. Just find out how you do it. Have a look at the 10K Accelerator course. We teach people how to get into online high ticket sales, close other people's offers. So if someone sells a product online, like a mentorship, they get leads from their audience, people that want to buy their stuff, but they can't take the calls. They can't take all the phone calls. You'd be that salesman anywhere in the world. You could be in Thailand. You take those calls and you close, you get paid a commission. So if you sell a 10K product, you get 15% commission. You made $1,500. That's life-changing money. Not many people even know that kind of work exists. I know when I first got into sales, it blew my mind. I was like, what? You'll actually pay me for selling your stuff? I didn't understand that. I thought you could only get an hourly wage. When you're in sales, you kind of decide your own paycheck. Very empowering as a young man. Without a doubt, the thing that has progressed my education the furthest out of anything I've done and really allowed me to mature very, very fast as a young man was traveling. Get a worldwide education. When you're a young man, get out of your hometown. You can always go back. Those people are always going to be there. That life is always a backup. Get out of the house, face your fears, travel to some countries you've always wanted to go to, Don't be too messy when you go. Don't fucking party. Try and get there and set up a life there. Try and make some friends in a place. Try and get into business in that country. Try and make some money online. And enjoy the world. Go around the world and taste different fruits. And by fruits, I absolutely mean women. I'm telling you now, you will not regret it. There's stuff going on in other countries and the way women are still quite feminine that you don't find in a lot of Western places. So before you start settling down or doing any of that bullshit, travel around the fucking world. Get some stories to tell and enjoy yourself. This kind of ties into the university thing. Don't listen to people that don't live the life that you want and don't have the actions and are the person that you want to be. If there's a guy and he's your boss or he's your professor at university and he doesn't live the way that you want to live, don't listen to these people necessarily. Even if it's your own family, if they obviously want the best for you, but they only know what they know, and if their life isn't what you want, you're going to have to blaze your own trail. Because everybody's going to give you out advice. Everybody's got a fucking thing to say. Your uncle, your auntie, your grandmother, bless her heart, your mother, your sister. Everyone's going to say stuff to you. As a man, you've got to decide what you let into your brain and really take your freedom as a man. Your life is for the taking. You can do whatever you want with your life. You do not have to listen to people if you don't want to. Remember that. Gym time is absolutely critical when young. If there's one thing you absolutely need to do, it's be in the gym every day. You've got unbelievably high testosterone. You're at a great point in your life for building muscle that will be with you for the rest of your life. You build the foundations when you're young. So if you're 18, you're not in the gym yet, start getting in there every single day, and that becomes a lifelong habit. You've got to fall in love with the gym. So important when young, because you'll build a really nice physique if you start early in your life. The later you start, the harder it is to build a nice physique. Still possible, absolutely possible, but absolutely use your youth, use your gym time. Developing a killer work ethic will completely change your life. If you just fucking hustle, if you have the work ethic that's bigger than everybody else's, and you keep learning at the same time and advancing your skills, that's what's going to make you successful at the end of the day. And it's so rare to find that when you find a person like this, as an employer, if you find someone like this, you want to keep them around, you do special things for them. Develop a killer work ethic young. Get a hard job, work in sales day in, day out, and just know what it means to work hard every single day at something that you want. And that, when you've got that killer work ethic, there's really nothing that can stop you. Don't be lazy. Don't be a lazy fucker. Seriously, don't look for the easy way. When you're young, you should just be trying everything, hustling, just doing whatever you can, and something will stick. Dial in your work ethic on that thing. That's how you get rich. Don't follow the crowds. Don't tie yourself to a group or a way of thinking. Blaze your own trail. Be your own man. Try and be a leader as much as you can in your life. I think you should personify your own teachings. You should figure out what you think of the world. And of course, take the advice and the teachings of others and take in bits of information that you want. But you don't have to subscribe to being a certain kind of person. There's always another option. It's not just A and B. This one used to really piss me off when I was at school. People would be like, this is the best time of your life. Enjoy it. It's all fucking downhill from here. And I was like, it's downhill from here. From being told what to do by everyone and having no money and no girls and no supercars and no ability to travel. It's downhill from here. That's how shit life is. Don't think that when you have left school at 18 that your life is over or it starts to get boring. That is entirely up to you. My life has improved year on year on year, and it's just getting better and better, and we're only fucking just getting started at 25 years old. So those years in school, in my opinion, they're just fucking like, they were compulsory. I had to do them and get them out of the way. I had some good friendships. We had some good times. I enjoyed that stuff. But my life began at 18. When I got control of my life, that's how you should think about your life. Don't fucking live in the past like, oh, those were my best days. It's a shame they're behind me now. I'll just get a 9 to 5 and drink a couple beers with the boys, and then I'll get a wife I don't like and a few kids, and then I'll get really fat. Pay attention to money. When you're younger, in most households, most families, money is that kind of forbidden fruit. It's that thing that's not talked about. People don't tell you what they earn. People are shy around money, and they have often most kids are brought up to have a little bit of negative feelings around money and that it's evil. And I'm telling you right now, you've got to work through that if you ever want to make real money in your life, because money is the number one necessity of life. 99% of people, 99% of beautiful families only have one problem, and that's money. So always be closing. What does that mean? That means be making fucking deals, be closing people, be selling stuff. Always have cash on hand, always have cash. Learn multi-banking. Don't keep all your money in one bank. Learn tax efficiency. Don't be giving all your money to the tax man. Learn to go to tax efficient places like Dubai and set your business up there. And then invest wisely. Don't look for the quick fix. Find an investment strategy that works for you. But absolutely pay attention to money. If you're 18 years old right now, start thinking about money every single day. It is the key to a fruitful life. It's not everything. You have to still become the man. But without the money, everything's fucking hard. Mentors are just incredible leaps into progress for a young man. You need to get around someone that's doing bigger stuff than you, whether that be paying for their mentorship or just trying someone that you know and calling them and being around them, or working or apprenticing for someone that's at the top of their game. That's how you learn as a young man. When we were in past ages, a young man would always apprentice, like let's say a blacksmith, for example. He would go and work for the blacksmith, and he would learn everything about being the best blacksmith in that trade, and then he would become a blacksmith. But we don't really do that anymore. We don't really take those teachings from people. And this is what a mentor is. It's someone that's done the things you want to do, and you speak to them about it, and you ask them how they did it. They'll give you exactly what they did, and then you go and do the work. It makes it so much easier. You don't have to figure it all out for yourself. So find a mentor as quick as possible. Hang out with people older than you. Hang out with people more successful than you. That's a big key to pushing yourself forwards when you're 18. The bloody feminists. Jesus. They are a sick joke. Don't ever let feminism in Western countries make you feel like less of a man, or make you feel bad for being a man, because unfortunately for the feminists out there, the world fucking needs men. And we're here to stay, and we're going to continue being masculine men, because that's actually what the majority of women want. But there's a sick group of feminists, and it all begins in school, because the majority of your school teachers are feminists. Not all of them. I had some good female teachers, but a lot of schooling for young men is absolutely destroying them when they're in school. They're destroying their masculine essence, and it's trained out of them from very young. So if you've got a bit of that feminist agenda in your mind, I'm talking to my brother here because of some of the things he says to me, you need to train that out of you. You need to look at what a masculine man actually is, because you've been around a feminist environment for your entire life. You've been programmed. You have to resist the programming. You have to undo it, because that feminist agenda is not how the world works. That is not how the world runs. That's not the best thing for everybody. The best thing is real men, real responsible men, strong men, kind men, protectors, providers, men that can make a decision. That's what makes the world run, and women are fucking absolutely essential too. And I'm not saying a woman can't do things that a man can do. This isn't about the equality side of feminism. Of course, a woman should be paid the same if they're doing the same job as a man. I'm not talking about that stuff. I'm talking about the fucking sickening feminist joke of trying to make men feel like they shouldn't be men anymore. And if you're 18 years old, you've probably fucking grown up with that propaganda. Fuck that shit! If you need to get a job, which you probably will at 18, and I had to do, get a sales job, a manual labour job, or a job that gives you a big educational advantage. An education advantage as in allows you to network with high net worth individuals or learn from someone at the top of their game. These are the jobs that you should do. Fuck Tesco's, fuck working at the takeaway. Get yourself sales experience, because that's a skill you take with you for life. If you can sell stuff, you'll never ever be broke again once you learn to sell. Manual labour, because you're a fucking young man. So if you're a bricklayer or a scaffolder, you get to work outside, you get a bit of a tan, and you fucking work on your physique. And the third one, you want to be surrounded by those people and learn. They're the only jobs that you should really look for. Hopefully that'll help you if you're ever looking to make a decision on a job. Well done to my brother. He's going out in Australia. His first trial at a job is a sales job on the streets, selling to people, which is how I fucking started as well, on the streets of Cambridge, selling boat tours. And you learn to deal with rejection as a young man, and you learn what hard work is, and you learn the money you can make in sales when you close someone, and it gives you great confidence that you can take into other jobs further down the line and into your own business. Don't buy on credit. Right now, you're probably at a point where you can't afford everything you want in your life. And I was at that same point at 18, but I decided to buy things on credit. Buy it with tomorrow's money before tomorrow's money has come. And that's a dark cycle. You don't want to get into that. Debt is a big burden hanging over your head. You want to keep yourself free of debt as much as possible. Don't buy on credit cards. You really need to keep an eye on that. And this all comes down to getting your fulfillment not from external validation. You get your fulfillment from the things you do as a man on a day-to-day basis, sticking to your disciplines, hitting your workouts, doing your work, making money. Don't get your external validation from a big vacation or a fucking car that you can't afford, because you're going to get yourself into a hole and it's hard to dig yourself out. So don't buy things on credit. You can still get a credit card to work up your score. I've got loads of credit cards and loads of cash there. I've got like 100 grand credit limit that I could spend on a credit card and earn points. But that's because I'm at a point where I can pay off the credit card if I spend points. I'm not spending money I don't have. So if you're going to get credit cards, learn how to increase your score and how to use a credit card properly, how to pay them off instantly, and just don't get caught in the credit trap of thinking it's free money, because those fuckers love to advertise that stuff to young guys. A big pressure for guys when they're 18 years old is people are like, what career are you going to do? What are you going to be when you're older? You don't have to choose a career. You can be many things in your life. It's a long journey, and I think doing a lot of different things allows you to figure out what you actually want to end up doing. For me, I've worked over 10 different jobs in various different industries. They've all given me different experiences. I didn't know I was going to end up here and with an online business and doing YouTube at the start. I never would have said that. So don't die yourself into choosing a career when you're 18. That's absurd, because you don't know where your life's going to take you. Just keep an open mind, figure out what you want from your life, figure out the man you want to become, and the career will find you if it's a career that you want. The only thing you need to make sure of is that you're always a hustler. If you don't choose a career, you just need to make sure you're always hustling. You're always looking for that thing, that next thing. You're looking to make some money. You're looking to flip here, flip there, start a side thing. Always be making money. Always have that cash flow coming in. That is 100% one of the most important and attractive qualities in a man, is that he can formulate money out of thin air. That is one of the biggest things you need to do. There should be no wasted days or wasted time. Always be hustling. When I was 18, I still felt like people needed to help me. I wanted help from people, and I was surprised when the world wasn't giving me everything I wanted, and I had to work through that mindset of that the world doesn't give a fuck about you when you're 18 years old, when you're a man, and you really do carve out your own destiny yourself through your hard work. So make sure you're helping yourself. Help will come to the people that are helping themselves, I've always found. If you see a young guy and he's hustling his ass off and he's doing his best and he's working so fucking hard and he never asks for help, a lot of successful guys will see that. They'll see themselves in that young guy and they'll offer some guidance and some help. But the person that never gets help is the person that sits on their ass. That's for damn sure. And to finish out this video, be fucking proud of who you are. Be proud of who you are in this crazy age of sort of men not being allowed to feel good about themselves. Be proud of yourself as a young fucking man. Go and do some stuff. Have some fun. Be fucking light-hearted. Have a good time. Make some mistakes. Who gives a fuck? Be proud of yourself. Go make yourself proud of yourself. Be proud of who you are as a man. Go and try some hard things. Who cares if you fail? You'll pick yourself up and you'll go again. So lads, that's been a pleasure. To my brother, I hope you enjoy that. I hope you can take some lessons from that. I'm sure you'll be fucking a magnificent young man and be very successful in your own right. And I don't mean this advice condescendingly to you at all. It's just a couple of things that I wish people had told me when I was 18. So enjoy, lads. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you on the next one.